Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Another video. We moved to Calgary probably it's been like 6 months now. I did see lots of stuff when I moved to Calgary, and also many people do ask me even now like how's Calgary, and because not many people actually have idea about this place. So I just wanted to answer this overall question. So the question is Calgary really better than Toronto or Vancouver? There's like too many different kind of opinions out there about this whole Calgary stuff or moving to Calgary stuff. So I just wanted to clear out all those things in this video. So that's gonna be it, and please do subscribe to the channel, and also turn on the notification so you get updates when I post new videos, and please do like and comment on the videos so that it reaches more and I get more subscribers. So yeah, let's not wait, we'll go to this video now. So to answer this question of whether Calgary is actually better than Toronto or Vancouver, I actually want to split this because this is not a straightforward answer. So I want to split this into like different categories so that I can explain it in a better sense so that it's more understandable. So I want to divide this into cost of living, jobs, environment, and the whole city itself. So I want to do that because each of these things have different aspects. So I'm gonna explain all of these things one by one, starting with the cost of living, because that's pretty much the main reason why most people move here, because the cost of living is really high. It's generally high in Canada right now. It's expensive right now comparatively to Toronto or Vancouver. Calgary is almost around like 18 to 20% cheaper to live here. The biggest expense every month is the rent or like the mortgage. So both of these things, whether it's buying a house or buying a condo or renting a condo, it's gonna show a huge difference between Toronto, Vancouver, and Calgary. Average like one bedroom rent here right now is like 1900 2000, but if you see it in Toronto or Vancouver, it's gonna be at least like 3000. So one bedroom. I feel like Vancouver is even more expensive than Toronto. So I even see some apartments like one bedroom condo for like 3200, even 3500, almost like 30% more than what we pay here. That is one thing. And apart from that, when it comes to like groceries and stuff, I feel it's pretty same like everywhere, because generally groceries and all those things has gone up, and I don't see much difference between there and here with groceries and all those things. I've been in Ontario, so Ontario has like very high car insurance there. Comparatively, Calgary is very less when it comes to insurance and all those things. Not as cheap as like Quebec or Montreal, but it's cheaper than Ontario and BC. So even like the gas prices, it's actually lower here. I just spoke to someone today from Toronto, and I didn't know it was that high there. So even gas prices are lower here. You'd be able to save some money because the major part of your income goes to rent. Pretty much covers like most of your cost of living. So coming to the next category is, even if you have a low cost of living, you need to have income and you need jobs for that. So when it comes to like the job market in Calgary or in Alberta general, Alberta has like two major cities, which is Calgary and Edmonton. Generally, Alberta is like a oil concentrated industry, so most of their economy is built with oil, or built around like the oil industry. Most of these people, like, you can even work in like a technical role, but that company is going to be like an oil based company. Your industry is something which is like a generalized industry, or your job is something that is available in like pretty much every industry. You'd be able to get a job here, but it's not as concentrated as or as diverse as Toronto or Vancouver. So for example, like my industry, VFX, there's no VFX industry here, so there's no VFX studio, so I cannot really go and physically work here unless I get a remote job from Vancouver or Toronto. There's no point for me to be here. If you are from IT or something like that, there is some IT industry here. It's just starting up, tech and whole of those things. It's very small right now, but it's not as diverse as Toronto or Vancouver. Or if you can get a remote job from these two major cities, you can definitely live here. And third one is the environment. I feel like this is like the most worthy point to talk about when it comes to Calgary. Calgary is like located in like a really good location. It's just like an hour away from all the mountains, Banff, Jasper, and all those places. No matter how many times you go there, it's really good. It's pretty equal to like Toronto and Niagara Falls. So Niagara Falls is like a really good place, but the trip from Toronto to Niagara Falls, the highway and all those things, it's just like always crowded. So it doesn't even feel like you're actually going out of the city. It's always crowded. The highways look like that. It's not like scenic or anything like that. It's just the same 1 hour drive, but if you go from Calgary to Banff, it's just like a really scenic road, you know. No matter how many times you drive that way, that's like the biggest advantage of Calgary here. It's so close to the mountain, so even if you just want to go for a day trip, like personally I like that fact most about Calgary. I love the mountains, I love Banff. And the last point is it's just generally about the city itself. So this is where I actually got lots of misconceptions, like when I was planning to move to Calgary. Lots of videos saying that, you know, it's like really quiet, like nothing happens here, it's not happening at all. Like it's like completely false, like whatever I heard. Equally happening as Toronto, you know, maybe I don't know each one's like needs or anything like that, but me and my wife, like we pretty much go out like every weekend. Like we are people who go out, and you know, you have like lots of bars here. Like it's the downtown is like there's not like way too much traffic here, you know, even on the highways and also downtown. So Toronto downtown, like it's just like packed all the time, you know, you can't see it empty. It's really chill here. It's not like Toronto where people always like they're just like running everywhere, like you don't even know like what people do. But here it's not like that. The community is good, like people are nice here. It's less crowded, like there's not much traffic, and there's like really good bars and clubs and all those things. I don't even know how people say like there's nothing here. So you know, like there's equally like nightclubs and bars. If you're like a complete like party person or something like that, there's like lots of nightclubs here. So people do party here and they do all kinds of stuff, like what they do there. The outdoor life, the nightlife and everything is really good here. So I pretty much like it. It's good. It's just like there's just like one disadvantage here. I think pretty much everywhere this happens in Canada right now. The downtown has like too many homeless people. You don't see it anywhere else. It's just like especially downtown, especially the area where we are right now. You do see like lots of people who are like zombies and who just walk like zombies on the streets, and there's way too many homeless people. There are homeless people like everywhere in every major city. I feel Calgary is obviously better than, it's just my opinion, like Calgary is obviously better than, I haven't been to Vancouver before, so I don't want to say that, but Calgary is definitely better than Toronto. If you ask me whether I should move to Calgary or not, it's basically depends on like each one's situation. You know, if you can get a remote job and if you want to stay in a place which is more affordable, but you do get like a good income every year, then I think Calgary is a really good place where you can save more money. And even if you have the plan buy a house or something like that, it's still affordable here. You know, even with just one person's income, you'd be able to afford a home here, which I feel like it's impossible right now in Ontario or even BC. It is growing a lot. The prices are going up like really fast. If you can get a job here physically, or if you can get like a remote job who doesn't care like where you work from, then you can definitely move here. Or you know, it's just a try. You know, you can always move here. If you don't like it, you can move back. People talk about cold and all that. It is definitely colder than Toronto or Vancouver. We are hitting like -10 or around like those kind of temperatures now, and it's gonna go all the way to -20, 26. So in the next few weeks, which is like really cold actually. This is my first winter in Calgary, but it's already January. I feel it's just like 2 or 3 more months. Feb and March, probably April is gonna come down again. So just stay inside the house if it's too cold. That is a disadvantage, but I feel even in Toronto, the average temperatures are like -10 around somewhere there during like January and February. So once it goes below like -5 or something, I think it's pretty much the same, -10 or -20. You know, you're not gonna feel comfortable if you go outside, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's pretty much I wanted to talk about Calgary and whether it's good to move here. It's definitely good to move here, but it's based on your scenario, you know. Yeah, that's just a small video I wanted to share about this. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, it's Manish.